Doing this a lot this week. I got my wisdom teeth out. Can't stop pushing my cheeks in the sockets. Pushing my cheeks in the sockets. It's Wisdom Teeth Week. This is Current Mood. Welcome to the show. I had my, thank you. Always one person who has to be the last to clap. I'm that guy, actually, when I go to places. I like to be the last to clap. And I'm the last to know. I had my wisdom teeth taken out on Wednesday, and everything was fine. Everyone thought I was sort of a Superman because my teeth didn't hurt. Woke up today, worked out, teeth screaming in pain. Now, some of you might say that's a dry socket. I don't know what a dry socket is. I just know you're not supposed to have a dry socket. Dry socket sounds super disgusting. I like a wet socket. Moist socket with lots of clotting. I don't know what's supposed to go in the space where the teeth are right now, but right now they are just food-catching craters. If Trump really wants to build the wall, he should look into building it out of the gums I have back here because they catch everything. So here's where I have to come clean. It hurt so bad, I had to make a real judgment call. The judgment call was, would I rather work through a show with extreme pain, or would I rather have to work through a show on extreme painkillers? I chose extreme painkillers. So, a lot of people are going to get their wish tonight. They're going to get a John Mayer who speaks in much simpler sentences. So, a lot of people out there going, that was the secret. Kill a couple brain cells and then he's easy to talk to. I want to say Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends, as you can see right behind me. That's pretty cool. I hope I'm not showing no disrespect by having it on an angle. I don't believe that's a problem. Let's check with a resident Jewish person. Kazi, is it okay? There's menorah treatment. I know there's rules for flags and such things. I said such not. That's where we're at tonight. This fine, right?
This looks great.
Okay, thank you. Sensitivity is the name of the game here on the show. Let's see, as we always do, what people are saying down below. Thumbs up emojis. I like it when you guys talk to each other. And in fact, I think there's more you could do with the comment section underneath. I would like to see you guys start to use it as sort of a classifieds ad. I think it would be really cool if you guys had some wanna buys or for sales, or want to sell a bike. I would love for that to happen as I go on the show. I think that would just be another dimension of a public service that this show could have. Had friends over last night, and I think what's happening with the show is I look so forward to it that I rely on it being such a salve for me that I go a little harder on Friday and Saturday nights because I know. Have you guys noticed this at all? You're like, well, Current Mood's going to be there for me, so I might as well bring it a little, bring myself to the laundromat a little more dirty so that the laundromat just has more to do, you know? Do you have this? Anybody have this situation where they're like, well, Current Mood will help me? Well, that's what I did. Not to get too druggy, but because I'm not, but by the way, when I take painkillers, I'm so nervous about it, I Google the numbers on the painkiller. Even if I got it from the pharmacy, the guy gave me like 4 of them. The dentist gave me 4 of them. I got a guy. He's also the guy who ripped the teeth out. Same guy. My drug dealer also will rip your teeth out for you. Some guys come to your house and smoke with you and play Fortnite. My guy comes over, rips my teeth out first. That's what I call a cover story. And I still got some more teeth left, so maybe we'll see him again. Because this stuff feels great. But here's what happens. I don't like painkillers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like painkillers. But I get painkillers in my hand, and I Google a number. Google like a M365 wipe and autofills. White pill. You're like, okay, other people Google this too. And you're okay. And I talk to them, and I go, I really don't want to do you. I'm sorry I'm taking you. I don't want to live a kind of life where I take these. And then I go, it's too late now. And then I take them, and then I deal with it. But I have guilt-free painkiller use because my sockets are dry. Last night I had friends over, stayed up super late, and I started hearing howling, a lot of howling, and they're coyotes, and these coyotes are close. So I opened the door and I went, what's going on? And a coyote walked right up through the brush and stared right at me. And I went, hey! And the coyote ran away, and my heart was like this. And I ran back in the house, and then I just started looking through the glass. So I just wanted to see more coyotes, and I did. And a coyote walked right in front of the window to the house and looked right at me, and I looked right at the coyote. And now this is where I tell you that I have some friends brought over some chocolates. So I had some chocolates. And I looked right at the coyote, and I had a spiritual connection with the coyote. But instead of some deep, sort of ethereal connection with the coyote, I connected with the coyote, and I was like, why are you like this? And the coyote looked at me, and he was just like, hey, I'm a coyote. And we were both like, okay, agree. Like two opposing forces of armies passing in the woods. Like, do your thing, do your thing. So I connected with the coyote last night, woke up with dry socket, and here we are. I am so excited about tonight's show because we have an artist that I'm so excited to have discovered. His name is ALEC Benjamin. He's on the show a little bit later. He's just fantastic. I was on the treadmill. I listen to new music on the treadmill, and I started listening to his record, and I went, oh boy! And each song was like shaking a Polaroid, and I went, that's another one. People get lucky. You get a lucky song, you go like, okay, and then you hear like 2 songs, and they're of equal quality, and you're like, what's going on? 3 makes a person who knows what they're doing. And I'm on the treadmill, and I get really into songwriting. Like, songwriting is my life. It's my obsession. You should be so lucky to be paid for your obsession. Some people's obsession is like rooting through other people's trash and finding intimates and sniffing them and stuff. That doesn't pay well. Not that I know of. And I've got my ear to the streets, and I have not heard of that. I get paid for the obsession of songwriting. And I'm on the treadmill, and I get super passionate about it. I get like a Russian gymnastics coach. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm like yelling. And this guy, and I want to say kid, and I apologize. You're a guy. And the tests have come back positive. You're a guy. And he rhymes. She doesn't notice me. She just smiles and says, thank you for the trigonometry. He rhymes, notice me with trigonometry. And I screamed, yes! Yes! Because that's what it's about. I'm not scared of getting older, and I'm not scared of music changing. I don't have any problem with the Grammy nominees. I'll never have problems with Grammy nominees. I'll never have problems with who's on the top of the charts. I just like seeing someone representing great craft. And this guy, you'll see him later on, he's going to do 2 songs. A Current Mood exclusive to do 2 songs. I think the only other artist on Current Mood to have ever done 2 songs was Pearl Jam. I also discovered something fantastic this week. It's Perrier watermelon. And in case you think that I'm getting paid by Perrier, I'm going to give you a rather backhanded compliment, Perrier. This has the delicate, beautiful European pizzazz of carbonated water with the trash-assness of watermelon flavor. And it's that kind of high-low mix that a guy like me goes gaga over. So I can't say enough about Perrier watermelon flavor. It's friggin' great. It's like Daytona Beach in a bottle. I also want to give a shout out to my meals ready to eat all week. These are Go-Go Squeezes, and they're how a guy like me takes in nutrients when he's got some sockets that are aching. And they really do come off here like a. Now, you don't want to suck on it. They tell you don't suck on it because you might get even drier sockets. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. Who's talking down there? Who's selling bikes? Who's got what going on? My 3-year-old and 4-year-old love those. Yeah. Applesauce is really enjoyed only by either end of the life spectrum. huge blackout years for applesauce in between about 7 and 81. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do you? What's going on down there? Come on, give me something. Give me something fun to work with. All right, well, it's time. Oh, Megan Trainor's on. What's up, Megan Trainor? What's up? What's up, BJ Novak? Everyone's, you guys got to come through next time. Again, I want to say I think I'm holding it together pretty well for a guy who's on painkillers. Legal as directed painkillers. Good God, it's like the air freshener in a cat food can. You know the air fresheners that come in cat food cans? You ever know someone who owned a lot of parakeets? Ever see a video of someone on YouTube telling you how to do something and you hear parakeets in the background? Who's the guy with all the parakeets? I don't know. That's kind of an insult. Like, you seem like the kind of guy who's got a lot of parakeets at home. I wouldn't want someone to say it about me, but it's very specific, is it not? Yeah. Well, it's time to play. Can I talk to you over here for a minute? Oh! Twitter. Can I talk to you over here for a minute? Twitter. You are the least cool friend that ever existed. You're like a guy who has a party at his house in 2009, and he's got a photo booth there. He's like, take your junk out in the photo booth. It's great. You're going to love it. Everyone takes their junk out in the photo booth. You're like, yeah, okay, you know what? It's 2009. Take my junk out in the photo booth. And he says, it's his house. He seems cool. So you take your junk out in the photo booth. You walk out, you all look at the junk. Everyone goes, hey, I took his junk out in the photo booth. They lift you up in the chair. Hey, he's great. 10 years later, you find out there's a book called Look at These Sick Monsters. Written by the guy who had the party. Twitter is good for two types of people. Those who own food trucks and those who seek to overthrow a government. That's it. Anything else is deleterious, I promise you. I got off Twitter on New Year's Eve of last year, and I still think to myself, apropos of nothing, I'll be walking around and going, I wonder how many hours I've saved toiling in between two tweets, figuring out how to get out of a misunderstanding of people going, I don't know about that one, and me standing in my kitchen island going, how do I get out of this one? Do I just let time pass, or do I figure out a way to get out? And you can get out, but it takes 4 hours to figure out what to write. So people go, I don't know about that, and then your day's done, because you're walking around staring at the walls going, how do I get out of it? And then you do, and they go, only to just want to be that much more daring the next time. And it is a high-stakes game. Twitter is no friend of mine. And I hope it's no friend of yours. And Twitter, you're not cool. You're not cool. What do you guys think about that? All right, we're getting some good emojis here. You made Twitter a little less serious, bro. People miss you over there. Thank you. I just can't miss Twitter. Look, not everything that gets invented needs to live forever. Some experiments fail. I think we live in a time where people believe that everything must have a lifespan of eternity. The Twitter experiment didn't work. It didn't work, and that's why I left. We've got to be free-thinking people and go, does this make my life better? If it doesn't, get out. I got out. My life has been better. Oh, my goodness. Well, Twitter bans anti-war activists. Okay, just that statement alone about Twitter makes Twitter nothing I ever want to invite into my house. Twitter bans anti-war activists. We could do a word tree out of that. And there's not a single branch on that word tree that makes me go, yeah. It's long division. Twitter is long division. It's all it is. The guy at the party in 2009 goes, come over to my party, write something on the wall. Everyone's being weird. You get a second personality. That's what Twitter told you. Twitter told you got a second personality. You were going to have your Twitter personality. That's going to be your brand. You're going to just say outrageous stuff in this Twitterverse, this thing called a Twitterverse. And then it turns out they write a book on you called "Look at These Monsters." That's no party host. That's no party host. Am I getting negative? Because this show is supposed to be positive. Guitar Center. Everyone asked to see the Silver Sky. Guitar Center. Can I talk to you over here for a minute? Guitar Center, I love you just by default. But why is everything I buy from you already open? Everything you sell me has already been opened. I know when a cable's been retied. A cable tie speaks volumes. A cable tie never twirls back to its original OEM from the factory shape, and I know it. And so you guys decided to go with the Guitar Center sticker, which is supposed to cover up a broken seal. Stop selling stuff that's already opened. Okay. That was the exact moment I had enough of that song. Okay, well, listen. I think we still have a show here. It seems like it's time to move on to the musical portion of the show. Also, Guitar Center, you know. I love you. I'm just asking you as a fan to sell new stuff to people. The Guitar Center says John Mayer has spoken. You know, love you. Also, here's the thing about Guitar Center that I love, that I find very interesting. Did you ever notice that the best guitar players play quiet and the worst guitar players play really, really loud? You never hear a great guitar player play loud at Guitar Center. It's true. Looploff says, waiting for Sam Ash to chime in. Well, what can I say? You know what, Guitar Center, I'm a Sweetwater guy. You know why? Because Sweetwater gives me candy. Is what it is. But I'm also a Guitar Center guy. And if you're looking for a Silver Sky, Guitar Center is the place to go. Okay. Well, it's time to introduce my musical guest. But before we do, we're going to go live with him to the green room. He's Alec Benjamin, and he's going to come into the... to do this. We're waiting. And Guitar Center said we're going to pretend we didn't hear that. Well, you can't hear it because people are playing too loud in your store. What's up, Alec Benjamin?
What's up, Alec?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Are you ready to come on the show and play a couple songs?
I'm ready to do it.
Right on.
How's it going over there in the green room?
All right, wait, do I keep this on? Wait.
Yeah, why don't you walk
over with the...
All right.
When it's still on, we'll invite. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is one of my favorite new artists. He's an incredible singer. Please welcome Alec.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Welcome to the show. How have you enjoyed it so far?
It's been awesome so far. Thanks for having me.
I can't tell you how great my life is that I get to hear an artist who absolutely blows me away and makes me feel like it's safe to get older, that someone else is going to have songcraft down. It makes me feel really, really great to hear you, and especially in 2019, to have someone working as hard as you are and writing songs. These are not songs. I mean, you write these pretty fast. These are highly constructed songs.
Well, I write a lot of songs, but sometimes I write them fast. Sometimes they take a long time. But I've been working on it for a long time, so. Yeah,
you can tell that this is a skill set, and I absolutely love everything that you've written. And we now are fast friends and send each other music that we're working. I sent you a voice note this morning.
That's true. This is like the coolest thing ever for me, by the way. So I just have to tell everybody, like, this is rad. I'm freaking out right now. I'm super nervous.
Is there anybody who doesn't like you? Do you have someone who just like hates? You are the most likable. That's a rhetorical question. Although I am kind of interested. If you have an arch enemy?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. I actually do, but well, I'm not sure if they're. Maybe there's. I don't know if we still are on that page.
Is there jealousy involved?
Yeah, it was over. Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
No, me of him.
Really?
Yeah. There was this girl that I liked, and then, yeah, it's a long story.
No, that's.
No, I don't have any enemies. I'm just kidding. It's like you said, it's a positive show.
It's a positive show.
All positivity.
All that meant to say, you're the most likable guy. I think you're like a software update on me. You're like fixed all the problems that I had in my personality, and you're a great singer, great songer, and you don't have any of the other junk in you, which is great. Before we get any further, I want to get right to the question everyone is asking.
Mhm.
Are we dating? Oh, wait a minute. That's
We're not.
I don't know how that got in there. That was Halsey's question. For those of you who don't follow ALEC on Instagram, ALEC has an Instagram page. This is it right here.
Oh, thanks.
It's ALEC's Instagram. You can't press on any of it, but this is what it looks like. Have you updated it since I printed this out?
Oh yeah, I posted another picture.
Where would that have gone?
I was wearing this outfit, so you guys don't need to see.
Is that your outfit right there?
Oh yeah, never mind. Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wish you could press on it and another piece of paper would come out, but you can't.
Oh yeah, I haven't updated it since. Yeah, that's my page.
This is your Instagram page right here.
Yes.
So you can hold his Instagram page. I thought that was pretty neat. I found some pictures of you online. I'd like to show some of them.
Oh no, I have a tank top in that one.
This is a picture of you right here. You're in front of a car.
Yeah.
You are in front of a car.
It's just me in front of random things. Like figuring out like how I am visually has been very hard for me.
I think you figured it out. Here you are in front of a car.
Oh, no, this one's so embarrassing. It's okay. You can show them.
Here you are.
I was working out then. Like my arms are slightly bigger.
Mixing it up with a truck there. Here you are taking things a step further. Here you are on a car.
Yo.
You are on a car. Here you are. I mean, really, where does it end? Here you are in a car.
Okay, wait.
And here you are thinking about the whole damn
Okay,
thing.
wait. So this is because like when we do music videos and stuff, I haven't figured out how to like move my body. I'm like very like when things happen or like in life, I get very aware of my movements, and so I just sit down in front of random objects, and that's how we film me.
So you're saying that you share some of this or ergonomics with a vehicle. You're half man, half car.
Yeah. Yes. It gives me a place to like put my hands, you know,
I understand.
and like rest my back and stuff.
Yeah,
I get tired sometimes too. So
that is true. People get tired and they look for the nearest car to rest again.
Yeah. Actually, a few of those cars we weren't even supposed to sit on. So if the owner of the car is watching, then I'm sorry.
That's really funny. If your license plate is California license plate at GWB, there is a singer-songwriter on your car.
Yo, I got you something though.
What did you get?
Check this out.
The man comes with bits. That's incredible.
Wait, is it in my pocket?
That's a game. Is it in my pocket? I'd love to play that next time.
It's a song. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Okay, so I heard that you like cereal,
I love cereal.
but I know that you said that you listened to my stuff while you were working out. So I didn't want to get you I got you all your favorite kinds of cereal, but only one piece. but when I
Can I guess what they are?
yeah.
Yeah,
But one of them is wrong. One of them is wrong. There's five pieces in there because one of them you're gonna guess it, but one of them is Lucky Charms. But I know that you can't have the marshmallow without the other piece.
No,
so that counts as one piece.
I understand. It does count as.
And this was an accident too. I actually just bought the Ziploc bag, and then when I got to your house, I was putting the stuff. Whatever. When I got here, I was putting the stuff in the bag, and then I saw that.
You saw these?
Yeah, the frozen.
I don't know. Oh, they're frozen people?
Yeah.
I thought they were Instagram models.
And then.
I'm not here. So let me guess. You got a Cookie Crisp right here.
Yeah.
By the way, for those who tried to put cookies in a bowl like I have, there's a lot of technology in Cookie Crisp that makes it cereal. This is a Cap'n Crunch. Now, I think these are barrels. Does anyone else think these are barrels from the captain's ship and that's part of the narrative? Have you ever thought about this, that that's a Cap'n Crunch barrel?
I think that's a good observation.
What do you think it is? Gold ore that the captain has pillaged? I bet you one thing. I bet you Cap'n Crunch is not an aspirational character whatsoever. You don't think Cap'n Crunch has a dark past? Why are there no statues of Cap'n Crunch? Thank you. Cocoa Puff. This is a Cocoa Puff.
Yeah, but that one was supposed to be Count Chocula, but they didn't have it.
Very market specific. Yeah. I don't think that we should
that's a tough one to find.
It's hard. You know what's even harder is a blueberry or a frankenberry.
Oh yeah, those weren't there either.
These are that's like a McRib in the wild. You can't find that stuff. You ever find a McRib in the wild? That's the name of my book. I bet you.
Trying to find a McRib in the wild.
I bet you can't have the cuckoo for Cocoa Puff in the world of like mental illness awareness. You can't say cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You have to say, I'm having a challenging day where self-care is needed for Cocoa Puffs. This is still the trippiest cereal ever made is Lucky Charms. And that's Lucky's balloon or his colostomy bag. And of course, we're down to the world's worst cereal piece. And is Lucky Charms not a metaphor for life? That sometimes life gives you marshmallows and sometimes it gives you these human dog food?
But actually, you know how to, like, when you go to, like, a nice restaurant and then they give you something and you eat it out of order and they're like, those are supposed to be eaten together? That's like the same thing with Lucky Charms. You're supposed to eat that with the marshmallow.
I didn't pair it right.
Yeah, yeah. So you might have enjoyed it had you had it the right way. But then I made you this, oh no, this is the wrong paper. This is a credit card bill.
What's it for?
I don't know, but wait, no, I had like a whole workout plan that I made, and I calculated the amount of calories in each thing, so that if you were on the treadmill listening to my music, I could tell you which combinations of songs you could listen to for how long.
You know what's perfect?
But I don't have it. I left it in the car.
No, that's the perfect thing, because it's like, it's funny that you did it, and it would have been absolutely crazy if you showed it. It's like right in the middle. It's like perfect.
I know. Now I feel worse.
I
wish I would have had it.
It's better as a thing you actually did and said you did.
Oh, okay, no, okay, now
it's perfect. It's actually perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you want a guy who tries to put eyeshadow on but doesn't do it very well. You know what I mean? You should land in the middle on these things. So I think it's time to. This guy is swell, isn't that right? People are super psyched to see you. Also, I want to say this: that I point my fans to a lot of artists from time to time, and you know, there's a little bump and people are psyched to hear whatever it is that I turn them on to. But I have seen you, and I hope you don't feel like this is me patting myself on the back, but I've seen your numbers on Instagram go up really, really high.
Yeah.
Which means that everyone who hears it goes, I'm into this and I want to click on it. I think it's a beautiful thing. Like, it is a very rare thing to go hear something that someone recommends to you, and as soon as you hear it, go, this is great. I want more of it. I'm following this person. Tell me more. And it's been awesome to watch you sort of, you know, you're supposed to take people's fans. I want you to take my fan. I want my fans to know about you. It's not a zero-sum game. I want them to know great music, and it seems like it's all working out. And that
well, thank you.
Should we play? I think we should play one of the songs that I first heard that blew me away. Shall we?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let me get my.
All right.
Yeah, it's.
All right. I'm ready when you are. Wait, can we slow it down a little bit? I was in Pittsburgh when I saw Superman in the back room. He was doing lines or something in the bathroom. I barely recognized him at all. I saw him doing things you shouldn't do with all that power. I wish someone would have thrown him in the shower. I barely recognized him at all. That night I put my youth in a casket and buried it inside of me. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I burned all the pictures in the attic and threw away the magazines. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I tried to look away, but you can't look away from a train wreck. The things he said to girls, well, they were shameless. I barely recognized him at all. I tried to help, but he said he was just too far from saving, and nothing I could say was gonna change him. I barely recognized him at all. That night I put my youth in a casket and buried it inside of me. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I burned all the pictures in the attic and threw away the magazines. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. The death of a hero, he couldn't be saved. Now I'm cutting the grass and I'll cover his grave. I'll cover his grave. The death of a hero, I'm turning the page and I'm cutting the grass and I'll cover his grave. I'll cover his grave. That night I put my youth in a casket and buried it inside of me. That night I sat through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I burned all the pictures in the attic and threw away the magazines. That night I sat through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. Cool.
When I play music and I make that face, that is just a constant state of this, like, oh, it's why I picked up a guitar in the first place. And I joke around and fun on the show, but from my heart, man, like playing songs that move me just make my face like, you're so tapped in. For me to be able to play that song with you is a much bigger honor than you think it is, and it is a huge honor for me to play that song.
I actually had a poster. Until we moved, I had your poster next to my bed when I was 14 years old. So this is the craziest thing ever in my life. Like, this is the reason why the reason why I picked up a guitar. So like, that's crazy. I still have the poster too. I was like, yo, maybe I should bring it. But my mom was like, that's weird. You shouldn't bring the poster.
Well, I have posters of you on
that's
my
true
wall.
too. Yeah, that's true.
Look at that. I also have your bio up there in case you forgot what interested you in music in the first place. Oh, sorry. You're here too. I was all thinking about the background. Just gorgeous stuff. And look, getting older is, as you will find out many years from now, it's a complex thing, getting older. You know, it's not horrible, but it's not great. It's a very complex thing. And you make the concept of being an older artist something to enjoy and not something to lament. Because if anything I ever did created you and those songs, then then this might go deeper than having a song and going on tour and, you know, living in a house with Toto toilets.
Yeah, that was crazy.
ALEC was confounded by the Toto toilet.
But I didn't lie. I said I don't know how to flush it.
It was great. He said, can I ask you, anyone know how to flush these toilets? And in that one moment, I felt as if he had all the wonder of a singer-songwriter and I was just the old weird guy. I didn't want to be the
kind of guy who leaves the pee there, and then when someone is like, "Yo, who peed in the toilet?" Like, I'm not sure, but that's weird. That's gross. Who leaves their pee in the toilet? But I also didn't want to press the wrong button and have it spray at me. I just feel like sometimes it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask.
Always see something, say something. Yeah. The toilet should have had pee-pee detection technology, but I guess it didn't register.
No, they're still working on it.
You've got stealth pee.
They haven't figured it out yet. Yeah.
Hold on, government on line one. What's in that pee? You know what's in my pee?
That's one of those things that the government has. The government has had PP. You know when they say like the government is 15 years ahead? Yeah. They've had it for like 10 years, but we're like 5 years away from actually getting the PP detection technology.
I like the idea that the government is so put together that they have things 5 years from now. Like that was like that's how you know like you got a lot of faith in adults and the government. Like I bet the government has like technology from 10 years ago. The government's probably got technology from like 4 years ago. You know what I mean?
So maybe they don't have PP detection technology. That's what you're trying to say.
Twitter is a place for anti-war activists. Twitter is trying to silence anti-war activists. This sentence is brought to you by the color beige. Okay, what am I doing? You want to do another song?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
This is great.
This is right. Where should I go?
This is the real stuff, guys. Two guys using capos and tuning through it.
Sometimes I play it up here, but
where do you like it? No, the thing I love about your music.
Oh wait, yo, I'm seeing the half step down. That's why.
Where are you? Just play the one you want. I'm gonna play. I'll go. Take your thing. Let's get the tune up going. Do you talk when you tune up on stage? Do you tell stories while you're tuning?
Sometimes I like sing the note like my choir teacher used to do. I go like, that's it.
To entertain the crowd?
Yeah, I saw someone do it one time and I thought it was weird, but it kept me engaged, so I tried it myself. Yeah.
For those of you playing along at home, we are in A440 and we have a capo on the 2nd fret, so if you'd like to play along. Also, the thing I want to say about your songs is that The sign of a great songwriter is that all their songs, if you want to, you can piece them together into this one contiguous universe. And I really love the Alec Benjamin universe. You tend, that's not a wrong way to sum it up. You kind of, all these songs seem to take place. Are they super autobiographical to you, or is there a bit of a character in this sort of schoolboy in the songs?
And some of them, but no, all of them are very autobiographical, but some of them I feel more comfortable. Like sometimes if I talk about someone else, I feel more comfortable, like not, maybe I'm like afraid to talk about the subject and be like honest about it if I were to put myself in the first person. So I talk about somebody else, but all of it is like inspired from things that I've seen.
So beautiful. It's about, if I may give my interpretation of it, it's about this guy named Alec who lives in a small town and goes to school. And all of these stories that happen to him, it's a season of television sort of. And sometimes when in songwriting, when you get small and stay small, it actually becomes sort of paradoxically huge and giant. And that's, I think, for me, the way I interpret all your music is this huge world around this small town boy who has all these interactions with love and loss. And it's just my favorite. So
thank you for saying that.
I really mean it.
That's what I was trying to convey. So that's rad.
It's really special stuff. This is the second song I heard. This is the one I yelled when I heard the word trigonometry. The best use of the word trigonometry in a song that I've ever heard. And it's called Annabelle's Homework.
Yes. All right. Wait. Okay. Oh wait, I'm kind of slightly. Where should I be here?
Oh, you're going this way. Keep playing the chord.
That's it. All right, cool.
That was adorable.
All right, rad. Careful as I write her name on the corner of the page, make it look like it was her all along. And I put the paper in my bag as I'm walking back to class, and the notes I wrote that took me so long. She doesn't notice me, she just smiles and says thank you for the trigonometry, 'cause it's all it meant to her. But I spent 22 days and 21 nights crossing every T, just making it right, only to discover it's not worth doing Annabelle's homework. Doesn't matter how many papers are right, end of the equation won't be you and I. And now I'm just another who got hurt doing Annabelle's homework. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, doing Annabelle's homework. Careful as I walk away, so she can't see it on my face, how I look, and now I'm feeling so bad. I'm disappointed in myself, 'cause I know love's not for sale. Oh, my mother raised me better than that. She doesn't notice me, she just smiles and says thank you for the geography, 'cause it's all it meant to her. But I spent 22 days and 21 nights crossing every T, just making it right, only to discover it's not worth doing Annabelle's homework. Doesn't matter how many papers are right, end of the equation won't be you and I. And now I'm just another who got hurt doing Annabelle's homework. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, doing Annabelle's homework. I'm alive, you don't know I'm here, circling around in your atmosphere. Yeah. I'm alive, you don't know I'm here, just circling around, just circling. 22 days and 21 nights crossing every T, just making it right, only to discover it's not worth doing Annabelle's homework. Doesn't matter how many papers are right, end of the equation won't be you and I. And now I'm just another who got hurt doing Annabelle's homework. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Doing Annabelle's homework. that was crazy. I just played my music with John.
It's just John now, man.
Yeah, okay.
It's just John. If after this it's not just John, man. Look. Also, you know, your name will be. Is your name underlined on iPhone when you type it in?
What do you mean?
When you type your name in text, is it underlined yet?
No.
Yeah. Apple, please underline his name.
Yeah, if you're
It's
listening, that'd be cool.
If your name gets underlined, it's like I don't know. I shouldn't have. This leads me into my next. This actually perfectly leads me into a brand new part of the show, and we're going to end the show off here. This is called the Beat Myself Up Report, brought to you by Bridgestone Tires. It's the stay here. It's the Beat Myself Up Report. This is a list of things I said on the show that I'll beat myself up over as soon as the lights go out. Made fun of Guitar Center. They're a retailer that sells the guitar that I have, both with Martin and PRS. I'll be beating myself up about that. Went too hard in on Twitter. You don't want to pick a fight with Twitter. That was the dumbest thing I ever did in my life. Beating myself up about that. Going to beat myself up about the sentence, Twitter's trying to silence anti-war activists, which I just fell asleep in the middle of saying again. I'm going to beat myself up over that. Now I'm digging a hole. I'm going to beat myself up over digging a hole into this. But I hope that what remains is that I fought through that wisdom tooth thing. I introduced you, hopefully, to someone you're going to listen to for many, many years, because I know you're going to be making music for many, many years. I wish you all a very, very happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. The one and only Alec Benjamin. Give it up one more time for Alec Benjamin. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Have a great week. We'll see you next Sunday night for the holiday extravaganza and season finale of Current Mood. One more time for Alec Benjamin.
Thank you.
Thanks all. Bye.